Hello, Sagittarius. What is going on? Welcome to another love and romance reading for March 2023. I hope that you are all doing well. So this reading may resonate if you have a Sagittarius sun, moon, rising, Venus, or any other major Sagittarius placements. Please remember that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And also, if it makes sense, feel free to swap the roles. I could be talking about you or your person because I am simply reading energies. And lastly, Sagittarius, if I genuinely feel that it will be insightful to do an extended reading based on what we see here, then you'll be able to find the link for that in the description box below. And we'll talk more about that at the end of this video. But enough of me talking, let's jump into it and see the overall collective energy for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any other major Sagittarius placements, please, Spirit. Oops. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. So for some of you, you may have Gemini in your chart. Maybe your person does, but that is not necessary. But there is definitely an emphasis on communication this month, okay? We do have your commitment is being tested at the bottom of the deck. So I am sensing that for some of you, there may be blocks in communication, miscommunication, or even for some arguments, disagreements, but I feel like this can all be worked through. There's something here that may be testing your commitment. Okay, your commitment, your person's commitment to the connection, and just overall. I do feel that if this is your reading, you will be already feeling that energy at this time. But let's see what else the cards have to say. We're going to be using some oracle cards just to grab the overall theme and energy, and then we'll dive into it with tarot. Hope. Okay, so there is an opportunity here for a renewal. Okay, there's an opportunity to heal whatever is coming up here. We do have heartache and loss, though, at the bottom of the deck. But this is also saying to not lose hope, because whatever this is, it can be worked through. Let's see what else comes out here, Sagittarius. Social media connection. Okay, so childhood memories at the bottom of the deck. So this may have to do with a past issue, possibly someone from the past or someone that you have history with. Okay, now there may be some sort of theme around social media as well, possibly communication via social media networks, texting, technology, anything like that, okay? Interesting. Let's pull 3 more here, and then we'll dive into tarot and see what this is all about, Sagittarius. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Release your ex. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. The time has come to clear your energy, especially with childhood memories in the past. We have chemistry at the bottom of the deck too. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Sagittarius, what I'm getting here is that there's someone here that you may be getting to know or you are currently connecting with. There's a lot of chemistry here. You may have met them, you know, maybe on a dating app, maybe through social media, but I do feel like there's been texting going on here. Communication in general. I feel like this person is very stimulating for your mind. I feel like you and this person have had great conversations. I feel like you two really have fun together. And you may be at a place right now with this person where you are getting to know more about each other. So this could be someone that you recently met, just for some of you, but for others of you, this may be someone that you've been, involved with for a while. Maybe you know for a while. Maybe you are reconnecting with after a while. But no matter what, as the time moves forward, you are learning more and more and more about this person. And I do feel like as you get to know this person or more about them, particular things are being revealed here. And I do feel that whatever comes to the surface at this time, despite this chemistry and so forth and this magnetic attraction, there may be something that someone needs to clear out of their energy field. Okay, so maybe this person is, and this is just for some of you, maybe there's an ex that this person needs to let go of energetically. And if it's not that, then this person, especially with the childhood, what was this card? Childhood memories at the bottom of the deck. This could simply have to do with underlying conditioning from childhood. Maybe something happened during this person's childhood with their guardians and so forth, caregivers, parents, whoever was looking over them at the time, that really set the stage for this person's adult relationships and so forth. So this person could be prone to possibly be carrying out, unhealthy behaviors, coping mechanisms, getting triggered, things like that. That's just for some of you. Either way, there is a need to release something from the past here, something that surfaced as you two were getting to know each other more. And I do feel like communication is key, and there is this beautiful ability to come together, communicate, and renew this connection. Okay, I heard renew vows. I don't know why. Take what resonates. That's just for some of you. But there is an opportunity for forgiving and learning. Okay, releasing and healing the past. But there's something here that needs to be let go of. So, and for some of you, if you've known this person for a while, this may not have been evident. Whatever this is that is coming up, it may not have been evident, okay, until something triggered it, some sort of situation. Okay, so let's see what this is all about. Because remember, it doesn't need to be an ex, but it is definitely some sort of past energy. For some of you, this may be just maybe after some sort of disagreement or argument, it needs to be fully released. But let's get into this and see what this is all about. So Spirit, please bring in some clarity and insight for the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any other major placements. Please reveal the messages that Sagittarius must hear in regard to this connection. The Empress in the reverse, Taurus energy. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's some stuck energy. The Lovers in reverse. So there was a disconnect here. Page of Wands though. Okay. There we go. King of Swords in the reverse, representing you. Whoops. Nine of Swords in the reverse. So we do have some reversals here. As a reader, for me, I don't read reversals as just negative or black and white. I just want to make you aware of that, because some people see reversals and they're like, oh my gosh, this reading is going to be so negative. Well, if there's some blocked energy, there may be some blocked energy. That's okay. We'll work through it. But for the Nine of Swords in the reverse, I would much rather see that in the reverse than upright. So there are some reversals I would rather see. Okay. And we do have the Page of Wands upright. So what I'm getting here so far, and by the way, so far we do have Leo, Aries, oh my goodness, forgive me. We have fire on the board: Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus energy, and Gemini energy out on the table so far. Oh, and we have Earth right here too. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. I feel that with the Empress in the reverse, there is a situation where someone has pulled back their energy and they're very much focused on themselves. Okay. For some of you, just for some of you, there may have been a tendency, like, I'm just sensing that there may have been a sense of like a stuffy situation. I don't know why I'm getting that. It may have felt overbearing, whatever something was that was really resting on your shoulders. I don't know why. It's like being in a stuffy room. That's how it really felt for me with this coming in, to how to explain it to you. And I've never really gotten that before. But I feel like with the Lovers in the reverse, there was some sort of disconnect that occurred here between you and your person. There could have been an actual breakup or separation that occurred. And now I feel like there is a situation where someone is very much focused on themselves, nurturing themselves, and so forth. The King of Swords representing you is telling me that you are looking at a situation quite logically, okay? You may even have some words you want to say to this person, okay? But I feel like you are really just wanting to cut through the BS, you know? Your person is showing up as the Page of Wands upright. So this person, they're wanting to come in. They may want to send a message. I feel like there was a situation that happened that you are still possibly upset about. Okay, you still may be feeling a bit stuck, but this person, it looks like they're wanting to come in and say something. They're wanting to initiate something here. I do see that with the Nine of Swords in the reverse, there will be this alleviation of possibly stress, lots of, possibly overthinking depending on who you are. But if you've been really like in your head about a situation, I do see you coming out of this. I do see the situation finding some sort of relief, but we're going to have to see where this communication may be happening. I do feel like your person does want to bring in some communication. And they may also have fire in their chart, but again, that's not necessary. But what I want to do here is I want to get some more information, Sagittarius. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw all of the cards. As a reader, it's just easier for me to draw all of the cards at once so that I can see the whole picture of everything that's going on. It prevents a lot of, backtracking and so forth. But we're going to do that, and then we're going to dive deep. All right, Sagittarius, let's get into this. So I just want to quickly say that I did turn some of these cards upside down just so that the table does not get too overwhelming for your eyes or mine. We are going to be starting with the piles that are revealed, and we will make our way towards the cards that have not been revealed yet. And we're going to be starting with the past. For some of you, this may be the more distant past. For others of you, the more recent. And possibly for others of you, you may be dealing with these energies right now. And if you are, this does signal that you will be soon transitioning out of these energies into the more present energies, which we will be going over. So what I'm really sensing here, Sagittarius, is that there was some sort of disconnect that occurred between you and your person. There was a sense of disharmony. There may have been an actual breakup here, a separation, but something happened here that may have been quite shattering, okay? And the Four of Swords in the reverse is telling me that there may be a sense of restlessness. And through some sort of disconnect that occurred, I do feel like there was clarity about particular things. You may have started to see particular things in a new way, in a clearer way. And whatever it was that you observed or experienced, it may have made you feel a bit sad. Now, I'm also getting here that if there was an argument here between you and your person, There may have been things here that were very much revealed, and I do feel like there could be someone here who does have some regrets about how a particular situation went, especially if there were some harsh words that were said. But whatever happened here, it did cause disharmony, some sort of disconnect, and it didn't feel good. Okay? Now, the thing is there is some sort of message that is coming in, Sagittarius. And it may be from a Taurus, okay? This message, or someone with Taurus in their chart, this message may be being sent to someone who has Aries or Capricorn in their chart, but that's not necessary. We also have Earth energy here, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. We actually have Taurus twice. But either way, even if you don't have any of those signs, that's totally okay. But what I'm getting here is that there is going to be some sort of equal give and take. I do feel like, especially with the Page of Pentacles, there's going to be some sort of communication, some sort of exchange in information, an equal give and take. There's the energy of two people coming together and offering something here. The Emperor is telling me that this is really about this energy of it is what it is. I do feel like there may be quite a serious tone here. The Empress in the reverse is telling me that whoever is sending this message, or this could actually be the both of you, but I do feel like there is this energy of one, or at least one person, possibly two, who knows what it is that they want, and they are desiring something in a particular way or hoping for a particular outcome. Okay, that's just for some of you. Someone wants something to go in a particular way. I do feel that this is the energy of, this is where I'm at, this is how I feel, this is what it is. This is very much the energy of what I'm getting here. There may also be someone here who is quite eager to express themselves. I do feel like there is a past situation, though, that is still coloring the perception of the both of you. Okay, there is a bit of a stuck energy here with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, and I do feel that there is still some sort of reflection or looking at particular things related to the past. There may be someone here who doesn't know exactly what to say or how to communicate about something related to the past. Someone is stuck in the past and they're wanting to bring it up. But the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me, this is the slowest knight in the deck. When it's in the reverse, it's like he's on his back. He's not even moving. So this is happening extremely slowly. For some of you, there may be some sort of conversation that comes up related to the present and how someone would like to move forward without bringing up much of the past. I'm just putting it out there. And it may be because someone doesn't know exactly what to say about it or how to bring it up. So what I want to do here is I want to get some oracle cards out. I have been making my own oracle deck, but the artwork is still in the process of being made. So for right now, I do have these words just written on this little deck. And I know it's not the most visually flattering, but it is accurate. So we're going to bring this into the reading and get some more information about all of this that is going on. And please, please, please let me know below if this happens to resonate. I do read all my comments and I would love to know how this is playing out for you. Optimism in the reverse, because something was seen here in the past individuality. Reflect in the reverse. Let's see. Okay. Communication in the reverse, and communication is key. So there is something here about poor communication, miscommunication, disagreements that may have happened here in the past. I do feel that someone has been feeling a lack of optimism because there was a lack of some sort of transformation, or they felt like some sort of particular change was blocked. Okay, I do feel like there may have been some individual fears that someone was really wanting to like work through or possibly alleviate through a particular conversation. But it's almost like someone here didn't really want to have a full conversation about it, or there was a lack of reflection on collaboration. Someone was trying to get out of their fears here. I do feel, because with individuality, it's like embracing your own self, who you are, right? Individual preferences, desires, hobbies, anything, right? So there may have been something here that you wanted to address on an individual level, or vice versa, or there may have been questions around someone else's decisions, choices, something that may have triggered some fears that you may have thought, well, if we just have a conversation about it, you know, it'll be good. But I do feel that this may have kind of gone a bit rough, because it did cause some sort of major disconnect here. And I do feel like someone is feeling this lack of optimism because they're not seeing a particular change that they're, you know, hoping for, that someone personally was hoping to see. Because remember, though, we can't change others. We can only, you know, focus on ourselves and what we can do, but we cannot change others. But there is this energy around hoping for some sort of transformation or change. For others of you, there was just some sort of conversation that someone wanted to have that didn't really go in the right way, but it sure did reveal itself in other ways. There was other revealing information here regarding that interaction. And this, for some of you, this may have had to do with other people, groups of friends. And if it's not that, then this is really just about like working together. Like someone didn't really want to look at something here. Someone may have been downplaying an issue. Bad habits. Like I said, someone... Wish granted. I feel like... So we're going to take a look at your person right here in a moment. But here I do feel like there may be, you know, I want to know specifically more bad habits and movement. Because I feel like there may be some sort of bad habit that is coming into play that may... Okay, so this may have to do with people, groups of friends, celebration. I even called it before. I was like, this may have to do with other people, or ways people, you know, have fun, an outing, a celebration, an event that maybe someone is not interested in, someone does not want to do particularly. But I do feel like there is some sort of bad habit that is bringing up the past. And now it's time to clean up the pieces. What I'm actually getting here is that someone could be coming in here with a message, engaging with another person, and speaking their truth, trying to pick up the pieces from a past situation. And this may have to do with particular boundaries and clearing away particular confusion related to boundaries. But I caution you, if this is your reading, be careful how, of course, speak your truth here. And this may be for your person, not for you. It really depends who's communicating. But I have a feeling that for some of you, just for some of you, and you may notice the cycles that in the past, when you have tried to communicate with this person or work something out, there may have been cycles of things not really going smoothly. I don't know if you're dealing with someone who is a bit defensive, is difficult to talk to, and that's frustrating if that's the case. But I do feel that there is a need to pay attention to ensuring effective communication as much as possible. Remember, you can't control this person. You can't control if they get defensive. You can only focus on you, what you say, how you deliver it, right? That's all you can do. So I feel like there is some sort of possibly a bad habit that you see this person continuously doing. You may want to speak up with this. You may want to set some boundaries. And this may feel like it's just kind of like happening all over again. And this may have to do with also, it's like, does someone not want to go somewhere here? That's just for some of you, but literally these cards. Strength at the bottom of the deck, Leo energy. We also have Sagittarius, but it's almost like someone is not interested in doing something. This is very interesting. I want to know more about this block because I feel like I'm going to be able to tie this all together much better for you all. But I feel like someone is setting clear boundaries here. It's like, let me get rid of the confusion for you type thing. And this could be a response, or this could be you initiating. But this is like, let's pick up the pieces from the past. I'm going to communicate my boundaries here, what needs to be said. Justice in the reverse. Sagittarius, it is time for you to step into your power. I'm just saying this. This is going to be your time to shine. Okay, this is going to be, and I'm getting chills. I'm getting major chills here, but this is your time to really set the tone. You are being presented with an incredible opportunity to really just set the stage here. Okay, so just let me explain this. In the past, I feel like you have been possibly trying to communicate particular things to this person, and there was some sort of major disconnect that occurred after possibly a previous one. Now, this may have been cyclical, maybe it hasn't been, but there's something here with bad habits that keeps propelling some sort of issue, okay? And it may feel like it's always left up to you to kind of clean up the pieces, bring things together. And I feel like you are just really setting some boundaries during an interaction here, okay? Because with injustice in the reverse and power, I feel as though there may have been someone here who wasn't really taking particular things seriously. Again, you may have been feeling as though someone was undermining you or a particular situation, like they just weren't taking it seriously. And I feel like you just want to feel like this person cares. I feel like, and that the issue matters. Like you two are on the same page. I feel like what has been blocked here is this true sense of taking accountability. Okay. Someone stepping it up, stepping into their power like the emperor, and really just setting things right, doing the right thing. Okay, and bringing a little more emotion into it, showing a bit more understanding to remove whatever these bad habits are, to really crush out any sort of energy that has been an interference. Okay, because that is what would truly bring in a sense of balance to the differences between you two and get on the same page, because you two have the ability to respect these differences. I just feel, Sagittarius, that you may be feeling like this person doesn't get it, that they're not really respectful, or like I said, that they've been kind of undermining. Now, I don't condone toxic behaviors or toxic connections. So, if you feel like this person is taking advantage of you or is abusing their power or anything like that, please do yourself a favor and consider walking away from anything that is unhealthy, especially if you have tried to work through it and you're just not seeing the results, right? But what I'm seeing is I just feel like you want this person to come in, Sagittarius, and really just have a good conversation with you about whatever this matter is, to really balance this out, okay? Because it just may feel like it hasn't been fully addressed. It's like maybe at the surface, it's like, okay, we're just gonna, sweep it under the rug, but then it kind of happens again, and then you're left to pick up the pieces here in some way. And I feel like this person, they're wanting to come in with a message here. Oh, this person might want to work on things here with you. Let's see what this is. This commitment in the reverse, though. Yeah, so this person's wanting to get through some sort of obstacles that have been left open. This is home and family in the reverse card. Unexpected. Okay, so Sagittarius. Feel free to swap the roles like I said here, but we're going to be getting into this person. I just read the person down here as your person. So the main cards that we have here, Page of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. So there's some sort of initiation with a message here from this person. This person's coming in. They may have some sort of idea. Okay, but they're taking action on something. And as a page, this person's pretty excited. Or they're at least internally, they're motivated. Okay, they're motivated to bring something in. There is something here about control and security, though. Okay, this person, she's grabbing onto her bag, her wallet, her purse. And the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, this is talking about nurturing energy, bringing in security, and working together. Collaboration, as a team, Three of Pentacles. But the Four of Pentacles is telling me that this person, they're coming in like cool, calm, collected. And I usually say that about, the King of Cups upright. And I know we don't have him here, but this is the energy. I mean, look how like zen these two people look on these cards. They're like in their zone. They're good. They're good. So I feel like this person's coming in and they're taking on this energy of holding it together, keeping it together. I'm going to nurture this, I'm going, and it may be, this is earth energy. I mean, there's the fire that's driving it, but with all of this earth energy, it's going to be pretty grounded. Okay. Now, this has to do with working through some sort of obstacle or issue where there was a lack of completion. Things were left open. So I don't know if there were matters here when there was this major disconnect that had not been talked through. As I said, I feel like that's what the issue has been, okay? For a lot of you, not all of you. But there is a desire for someone to cut away. Now, home and family in the reverse, day-to-day in the reverse. For some of you, you may live with this person. For others of you, you may not live with this person, but there may be something here with home and family in some way, shape, or form that has been causing some issues, or these issues have been impacting your home life and maybe your family. With the day-to-day in the reverse as well, this is telling me that it's like the day-to-day has been thrown off. There's some sort of imbalance here. With the day-to-day, this is like everyday things you do, like your routine, your schedule, just day-to-day. It's being thrown off by something. And home and family in the reverse, there's something here also having to do, like I said, with home and family. Maybe this has to do with long-term investments. Okay? But this person is like, they want to see through the obstacles. They want to address something that has not been addressed appropriately. And it's like they just want to cut out the imbalance and possibly even the chaos that is occurring. And for both, this could be for both of you. It's like bringing up an unfriendly, unsupportive, like home and family, domestic situation, as well as like your day-to-day may even be thrown off. But I feel like this with commitment in the reverse, because this is not cutting off a commitment. This is someone's like lack of commitment with communication. So that's the thing, because I made this deck, so I know how to read. I know how to read it. Because if it was in the reverse, I'd be like, this person may be wanting to have a discussion about this connection and possibly what happened here and parting ways. But because this is in the reverse with communication upright, this is cutting away someone's lack of commitment. And they may be wanting to communicate this. Release in the reverse. There's something here that someone cannot let go of. There's something here that this person, they're unable to fully release. Hidden. You may not know about it. You may not know. There's some sort of information that may be coming to light, well-being, unexpected in the reverse now at the bottom of the deck. So this may be something that you somewhat see coming. But I do feel like this person, there may be some realizations here, but whatever this is, I do feel like this person is wanting to come in and cut out some sort of imbalance that is occurring related to home, family, or just day-to-day type struggles, day-to-day imbalances that are somehow linked to this connection. Okay. This person's not able to release something or let go of something. I feel like this person is switching up in a positive way. Like they're cutting. It's a bit loud. Maybe that's a confirmation noise. Maybe for some of you, someone here drives a motorcycle. But yeah, this is cutting out some sort of lack of commitment. This is cutting something out so that they can become more committed. For some of you, this person, it could be that their day-to-day, especially if you have issues with communication with this person, I'm going to put it out there. This person could have a lot on their plate that you don't necessarily know about that is impacting their well-being. They may have an imbalanced home and family life that will resonate differently. and their day-to-day could just be like really, really all over the place, and that could have been impacting communication. But it seems like this person wants to work on that. But yeah, there's something here. It's like someone cannot let go of something that is related to the overall well-being of this connection. Or their well-being. Or it could be that this person can't let go of knowing, because hidden's the unknown, okay? They can't let go of the uncertainty about where this connection is at. I feel like this person wants to talk. They want to work with you. I feel like it's just like, it's really making them itch. Like this person wants to talk. I feel like this may be a change of energy for you, because you may be the one who is used to desiring to talk. And when this person comes in, I feel like that is when you may speak your truth and set your boundaries, which is why I was saying this is your time to shine. Because although you are leading here as the King of Swords in the reverse, which is telling me that you're still upset about something that occurred here, and you may even want to have some words with this person. But the sun upright here that is surrounding you is telling me that, you know, you are surrounded by light. Look, this hope card. Okay, you are surrounded by a lot of optimism, whether you realize it or not. Like the energies that are surrounding you at this time are very positive, very auspicious time for you. If we're connecting, this is your message. There's a lot of good things around you at this time. And you may be feeling optimistic about the general situation. However, the Nine of Cups in the reverse is making me feel that on an emotional level, deep down, there's something here that you may not necessarily be happy about something that was revealed or exposed. Okay? Or, and I'm going to put it out there, make sure you're not jumping to any conclusions, because the Nine of Cups in reverse with the Seven of Swords in the reverse could be that you were really deep down in your feels and feeling emotionally unfulfilled because you are assuming that something is going to go a particular way. Okay? Overall, though, it's like the long term, you may feel a bit optimistic. Okay? Like everything's going to be okay no matter what. But with the Nine of Cups in reverse related to this particular situation, there's even a sense of a little bit of nervousness here. And so I feel like what is really at the forefront is this initial situation, despite possibly feeling an overall optimism for the future, regardless of what happens. This is why you're taking on the King of Swords in reverse energy, is because I feel like you're dialing in on this particular situation. And with the sun here in the middle, you are someone who knows what it is that you want. You know what makes you happy. You know what it is that you deserve. And this is what is really supportive of this King of Swords energy. And I feel like that's why you're frustrated and even a little bit upset, because you feel like this person has not been meeting your expectations, or maybe they broke a promise here, or, you know, they're getting sucked into old bad habits. But whatever this is, I do feel that you may not necessarily I'm just not entirely sure how tolerant you are with this person at this time. See? Yeah, I feel like Unexpected. What is this about? There's something toxic here. What is this about? So I feel like someone is wanting to walk away, possibly from someone who has water in their chart, but that's not necessary. But I feel as though, you know, you may be viewing some sort of situation as toxic, or there's something here that is feeding on someone's bad habits that you are seeing. And you may be seeing this as an opportunity to explore and figure out what it is that you really, you know, you want, if you two can get on the same page. But I don't feel like you're very much tolerant of this person's energy, especially with this toxic card that came out. Because with maturity, I feel like you are wanting to walk away from this Knight of Cups in the reverse, which is someone that you may feel at times has been emotionally manipulative or has not kept their word, has not been taking care of your emotions or looking out for them. And it may have, a situation may have brought in some clarity that the situation is being, you know, mishandled, mismanaged. And so I wouldn't be surprised if you're just like, even if, and this is just for some of you, because I'm not saying that, you know, you're being toxic or anything like that. I feel like you're seeing this person being toxic. But for some of you, with the King of Swords in reverse, you're not afraid to like say what you need to say, even if it comes off pretty blunt, because I feel like you have been through so much. It's kind of like at this point for some of you, you may be pushed to the limit and you're just gonna like say what you need to say because you're frustrated that your energy is not being matched here. And so you may be seeing this as this person's either going to jump on board and get it and jump into decisions and planning to see how we can make this happen so that we can be happy. So I feel like this person, you know, they're going to be coming in, and I feel like you're going to hold the power here. Now, the Nine of Swords in the reverse, the Two of Swords in the reverse, the Ten of Swords in the reverse, the Three of Swords, and Judgment. Okay, let's see what the Ten of Swords in the reverse specifically is. But I do feel... Oh, okay, let's see what this is. So I feel like there may be a conversation that occurs here. I do feel like there is going to be a situation where you are able to face the things that have been bothering you and take the blindfold off. There's some sort of new information that is being revealed. It's not going to make any sort of forward I would say it's not going to make any decisions like easy, because it's like the information isn't going to be carrying that much weight, but it is going to reveal how something can be healed here related to this heartbreak and whatever happened here. There is some sort of wake-up call, some sort of judgment call, some sort of awakening of what needs to happen in order to bring this connection back around. Now, the thing here, Sagittarius, is you may be saying, oh, well, I already know what that is. I know what needs to be done. It's a bit different when you have a conversation and you have the opportunity to engage back and forth, because there's going to be more information coming in that's going to complement, you know, the information that you already know. And you're going to be able to see where this person's at and where you two are. Okay. Now, I do feel that this conversation may put the both of you in your heads, okay? With the Queen of Cups in the reverse, I do feel like there are a lot of emotions here, but it could be that someone is not necessarily wanting to express them. I feel that this conversation may be very much around investments of time, how someone, spends their energy. This may have to do with career, finances as well. But I feel like there is this energy of someone who is acting a bit stubborn. But this is some sort of revival. It's bringing a lot of things up. I feel like this is one of those conversations, Sagittarius, where it's like you're not just talking about the immediate issue, but it's like this situation or this conversation it really encompasses many different aspects, and it may even go back, especially it keeps coming to my head, that childhood memories card, which that can just talk about the past in general. That's the only card in that deck that talks about the past in general. But I do feel like even earlier things in the connection or things that have bothered you, it's like this big conversation, especially with this major arcana here, is what I'm getting. And I do feel like this is a conversation that's getting a lot out on the table. And this may be a tough conversation, but I feel like it is what is necessary, because it's finally going to allow two people here to face what needs to be faced and to take the blindfold off as to what this situation really is, and where two people are truly at. Yeah, like there could be some conflict. Lessons. Tribe. This could have to do with career and money, like I said, this popping up. Unexpected. You see this coming, divine timing. There is conflict here, and I feel like for some of you in this conversation, with everything out on the table, you may be making the effort, despite the conflict, to try to get someone to see a particular point, okay, that they have just not been seeing, that they were unawakened to. I feel like there is someone who is learning a lesson, especially. It's like I pull all these cards, but I remember forgiving and learning. Remember this card that we pulled in the beginning. So this person is, I feel like there's effort here through this conflict that is really, really helping this person wake up to particular lessons, to just like they're finally getting something that they were not getting before. And with tribe, this is, yes, it could be a friend circle, but this is also one-on-one connections, okay? This is the people that you care about, the people that, you trust. And this could have to do with like how to heal this, how to make this connection more stable, how to ensure trust, right? But I do feel that this conversation it's like there's no backing down here. Like we're gonna have this conversation, because at this point there may be a lot of questions, or this energy of like I've got nothing to lose, like let's just have this conversation because it needs to happen. But I do feel that whoever here is trying to prove a point, and I don't mean that in like an egotistical, way, like, oh, we're just trying to get this person to prove a point. No, it's like someone has not been getting something here, and there is a perfect opportunity for someone to actually understand something here. And I feel like that, see, healing, the star. So there's ultimately going to be healing at the end of this, but it's not going to come without conflict. It's it's gonna allow, I feel like, this explosion of things that were possibly bottled up deep down inside, that things, that weren't said, it's gonna fly all out on the table, and then it's like putting it back together. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. Someone... Ooh, wow. So there's some sort of major completion. Something is being... You know what this is, High Priestess. You know what this is. Now all the cards. Pulling all the cards. Eight of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Something... Okay, so there's healing here. Okay. I do feel that with the Ace of Cups, though, there is this ability to be vulnerable. I do feel like there is going to be an opportunity for someone to fill one's cup here with what it is and just really open up about particular things. Now, this conversation with the conflict, sure, it may feel a little cold. It's not going to feel like this beautiful, happy, when all this is going on. At the end of it, it looks like there's going to be major healing. However, I do feel that, like I said, I already said it, Ace of Cups in reverse and the Six of Swords, this journey to better waters, it may not necessarily feel too great, because of these tough conversations. It may feel a bit cold, but there is something here. And I wouldn't even be surprised that, like, after this conversation, there is a bit of not separation, but some time between you two. But there's some sort of major transformation and some sort of completion of a cycle. Okay, some sort of tough cycle is finally approaching. I do feel like with the Five of Pentacles, there's definitely something that is being left behind here. Okay, but something is finally being closed out. I also feel like you are someone who's not afraid to walk away. Like I said, there may be a conversation here where it's like you're not afraid. You're not afraid. You're willing to have this conversation. There's a major wake-up call. You know what's necessary to heal. You know what you're going to put up with, what you're not going to put up with. The conversation here is going to be tough, but there's ultimately some sort of transformation. Now, for some of you, you may pull your energy away. You may close out this cycle. You may have that conversation. The main card is the Star, though. So there is some sort of healing coming in. Okay, there's hope here. This is wish fulfillment. So I feel like regardless, you're going towards the direction that you want to go. If you want to part ways with this person, if that's your wish fulfillment, then so be it. However, if that's not the case, then this could simply be that this conversation is a bit tough. There's major transformation and a cycle that's closing out. And for some of you, this may even be temporarily just going a bit silent here and going towards, standing your ground on a particular matter. Like, this is what it is, and we saw here about boundaries, like setting boundaries, removing the confusion, saying what needs to be said. Okay, because you may be feeling like there's someone here who was not respecting particular boundaries or agreements, whatever this is. But I feel like you're speaking your truth. It's your time to shine. And this person is either going to get on the same page with you and work through it with you, or you are going to, you're not afraid to walk away here. And this may be the lesson where it's just like, I get it. Like, this person may be just like getting it, like waking up to something here. So that's what I'm really getting here, Sagittarius. So I do feel that it would be helpful to take this over to the extended, because I would like to dive more into all of this for you in a brand new spread. So if you are resonating with this, reading, please comment below. Let me know how it's playing out for you. I do read all my comments. And let me know your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or any of your other major placements, okay? And if you would like to join me over at the extended, the link for that is in the description box below. And keep watching for a preview of that, by the way. But in that extended, we're going to be taking a look at you and your person over the next 3 to 6 months with a brand new spread. We're also going to be taking a look at intentions, what you may not know about this person or situation that you should know, some guidance and advice, some timing cards, as well as some confirmation cards. Okay, so if you'd like to follow me over there, again, the link is below in the description box. However, if not, then I hope that this reading was able to provide you with enough clarity and insight into your situation. But yeah, that is what I have for you for now. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your month, and I will see you next time. Bye. This may be a way for them to kind of figure things out, like that exchange between the two of you, but they are proceeding cautiously around some sort of situation. Like, this is about emotional fulfillment. And with Explore, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of, I do feel like there is some sort of exposure that is going on here. And this may be related to the past. I feel like this person could reveal particular things to you